Welcome back to Thursday Night Lightning. I am Jason Heat. We have action in our women's division coming up in just a moment. Dynamite Dani Mo. Fortunately, a much better professional wrestler than she is an escape artist. As she makes her way for singles competition. One half of the Neon Blondes alongside Facade. Dani Mo has become the face of the women's division here in Voltage Wrestling. A string of high-profile wins, stacking victory after victory. You could say she is the gatekeeper here right now in Voltage. Past the crowd on hand here. They're going to have a very important debut in this match coming up as Valarie Verman, the prima donna princess, comes to try and take the top spot in the division away from Dynamite Dani Mo.
It's all about us here.
Taking her Voltage Wrestling debut, Valerie.
She does look good. Get all of that.
Not afraid of a little PDA are the prima donna prince and the prima donna princess. Valarie Verman not coming alone. By her side, ever present, is Samuel Thompson, her boyfriend. There's a photo bomb right there by Dani Mo. Valarie Verman, well versed in the art of Photoshop. She is an attempted influencer. She and Samuel Thompson have made no bones about the fact that they look at professional wrestling as a stepping stone to fame and fortune. And immediately, a complaint to the official about him attempting to check and see if there are any foreign objects on the personage of Valarie Verman. I don't know that Valerie needs any foreign objects, given that she has Samuel Thompson on the outside. He's here for moral support, certainly. It's a little cringe. And now the real daggers come out of Valerie's mouth, saying that Facade. Wow, they really can't keep their hands off each other. And now Dani Mo interrupting the festivities with the intended activity of the night, a professional wrestling match. And Samuel Thompson interfering in this match exactly like we knew he would. That was the point I was trying to make earlier, that Valarie Verman doesn't need to bring any kind of foreign object to hide it. She hides hers in plain sight. Samuel Thompson is a paramour, a photographer, and an interference machine. For the second time, Samuel Thompson making his presence known physically against Dani Mo. Certainly made his presence known physically with Valarie Verman multiple times. 2 count right there. Valarie Verman and Samuel Thompson coming into Voltage Wrestling with the goal to become the power couple of this company. And if that is your goal, they have picked the right target, because Dani Mo and Facade 100% guaranteed own that title right now. Kicked Verman into a different stratosphere. PKs in stereo. Dani Mo twisting and turning, looking to put Valarie Verman away. This is not as much fun as playing tonsil hockey with Samuel Thompson, it certainly seems. And the taunt to Samuel Thompson as Valarie Verman swinging wildly, and Dani Mo doing a great job right now of keeping her eyes on the prize, and that includes both members of the opposition. This has basically been a handicap match. Valarie Verman now taking advantage of the distraction. And Samuel Thompson looked like he was trying to clutch. Wait a second, there was some kind of other object. Surely the product of some sort of product placement deal, and now Samuel Thompson has gone a bridge too far. It's one thing to interfere, it's another thing to start choking the life out of Dani Mo. Valarie Verman so proud of herself. Never at a loss to have her ego boosted by Samuel Thompson. Barely two right there. And it's incredible how quickly the expression turns from celebration to indignity on the face of Valarie Verman. Clearly she thought she had that one in the bag, and now picking up where Thompson left off, trying to choke the life out of Dani Mo. Sound strategy. The high-octane offense of Dani Mo requires a lot of cardiovascular endurance. If you cut off the flow of oxygen by choking on the ropes or with the foot, that's really going to make a big impact on Dani Mo's offense. It's in her best interest to do exactly what she just did, try and end this as quickly as possible. Flash pins. Valarie Verman being admonished, being told to get her out of the corner. And at what point does Samuel Thompson go too far that he gets ejected from the building? Because wow, that's a face. That's a face for nightmares. A face only Verman could love. Big strikes by Valarie Verman, who has had all the advantages, all the privilege in this match, but certainly is not above getting in the thick of it, scratching and clawing yet again too, but it's Valarie who has been dominating the majority of this match and now looking to put Dani Mo to sleep, capitalizing on the previous chokes. I wonder if this is a strategic game plan that Samuel and Valarie came in with, or if they're just going with the flow, if they're just vibing out here in the ring, seeing what openings their opponents provide. Valarie seems to be a bit of a type A personality to just sort of let things go with vibes. And faking out Dani Mo and following up with that DDT, ever closer, inching ever closer to an incredible debut as Samuel Thompson trying to coach from the outside, trying to come up with some plays, but the poor boy's brain may not have the processing power. Just saying, he could be pretty or smart, but Samuel is chosen pretty. Doesn't have to be the brains of the operation. We got Valarie Verman there. Samuel is very effective in his role, as we have seen so far. Back to Samuel, and Valarie casting aspersions on Facade for not being out here. He knows that Dani Mo, more than capable of fighting her own battles, more than capable of going 2-on-1, as we are seeing now. Because if Dani Mo does pull this out, it was 2-on-1. It's a handicap match. The record books might not show it, but everyone here in attendance knows 100% This was a 2-on-1 disadvantage, and Dani Mo has really turned things around. And Samuel Thompson committing a heinous breach of etiquette, pulling on Dani Mo's hair, and finally eating some offense for his troubles. Dynamite! Night, Samuel Thompson. Take a nap. Your services are no longer needed, but was the sacrifice worth it? Valarie Verman having victory served to her on a silver platter, but it is the resiliency of Dani Mo who will not take a loss for an answer. Constantly fighting back from underneath, but this is the nail in the coffin. She's about to make a big influence on Voltage Wrestling. Is Valarie Verman? No! Turning around, Michinoku driver! And Dani Mo did the undo! We thought that Dani Mo may have done the undoable, may have survived the odds in order to pick up the win. One of the hardest fought matches she's had, and the cutter! The cutter! Dani Mo! Delayed, but got it! And the Prima Donna Prince and Prima Donna Princess are going to have to try again if they want to become the power couple in professional wrestling and the power couple of Voltage Wrestling, because Dani Mo remains the woman to beat in Voltage Wrestling. Her tag team partner Facade is the grand champion. There are no two wrestlers riding higher right now in this company than the Neon Blondes. Could tag team gold be on the way in the future? Anything is possible. It's going to be an amazing year. I'm Jason Heat. Thank you so much for joining us. Thursday Night Lightning, every Thursday here, Voltage Wrestling.
ExponentUSA.com. If you don't know, now you know. I am Display J. Like our man Eddie says,
you've got a guy.
That would be me for your upcoming trade show, live event, marketing event, stage performance, whatever you need. I'm the guy, the king of all backdrops, including backlit, retractable banner stands, printed table throws, tents, flags, whatever you need, indoors and outdoors for the upcoming event. Let me know. With 3 facilities around the country, I make things happen, especially right here in the DMV area. Plus, free delivery.
You've got a guy. Call Display J at 301-378-9363 or at ExponentUSA.com.
In the heart of downtown Hagerstown, experience what makes this heart beat. Be inspired by plays, music, comedy, and so much more in the intimate and grand ACT Black Box Studio. Let your child explore their creativity with their classes and junior productions. Unite the community with us through the magic of the arts. Inspire, explore, unite. Authentic community theater. Visit us at www.actforall.org.
You heard on VoltageWrestling.com and Voltage Wrestling social media, the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin, is making his return to Voltage Wrestling on the March 21st event in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, we have not seen him. We have not seen him since 2022 when he went toe-to-toe with the Beastman and put in an impressive showing. We're going to go ahead and take a look back at that match right now.
Getting ready for the Grand Championship being on the line in this matchup. So excited. Are you ready?
Absolutely. We've been looking forward to this match for a while, as the Savage Gentleman Victor Benjamin is the #1 contender for the Voltage Grand Championship.
Savage is certainly determined, certainly worthy.
Victor Benjamin, the definition of a main event player. Brings MMA, brings strikes, an unconventional style. Savage Gentleman, violent and dangerous.
Well, he has a Savage.
Lives up to it in the ring. Brutality of being a savage. Precision of being a gentleman. But man, there's no one more savage than our champion. The grand champion of Voltage. A very dangerous, more beast than man. He almost just ripped down the locker room.
Whoa, you better run there.
It was nearly a year ago today that Captain Decapitate unveiled the Beastman as his weapon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Raddick here with another Voltage Wrestling Event Center. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 week away. 1 week away, next Thursday night. Of course, we're talking about Voltage Wrestling Thursday Night Lightning, the broadcast television taping. Next week in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, huge main event on tap for that event. Ladies and gentlemen, the Neon Ninja Facade goes one-on-one with the returning Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin. And this is going to be for the Voltage Grand Championship. Facade already a fighting champion in his first title defense, bringing one of the very best on the independents in for our live television taping. Also in action, the Voltage Lightning Champion. He just won it in January. Cowpoke Paul in his very first Lightning title defense against Sizzlin' Stan Styles. That all goes down next week. Can the King of Cream derail the Cowpoke Express before it even gets started? We're going to find out. Also in action, returning to Voltage Wrestling, Zakar Shah. The Exile is returning since defecting to WDWA with Steven Fuerte. He is back. We have got him under contract here, and he is going one-on-one against Kalen Patrick in one of our featured matches next week. Also in action, he had an impressive showing against the Neon Blondes. One Matthew Yeager. He will be going one-on-one with a Voltage Wrestling newcomer in Cristiano Argento. The former Mambo Italiano will be in action here next week. Also, Dani Mo, the Neon Blonde, Dynamite Dani Mo, will be in action. She's going to be going one-on-one with All Natural Ashley. And ladies and gentlemen, we have been told after that contest, we're going to have a huge announcement involving women's wrestling and the future of women's wrestling here in Voltage Wrestling. You do not want to miss this event. Ladies and gentlemen, tickets are still on sale. They're going fast. Ringside seats are sold out. Good general admission seats still remain. You can get those at www.voltagewrestling.com. Ladies and gentlemen, for the Voltage Wrestling Event Center, I'm Mike Raddick. Back to the action.
Roll, Beastman. Wait a minute. On the attack is Savage Gentleman. Very wise, trying to cover up his eyes so he can't see.
And recognize Savage Gentleman, no fear whatsoever in the face of the Stone Age Savage Gentleman coming right in with those MMA-style strikes.
And just laying in those shots, but now got caught by Beastman. 500 pounds.
The biggest of big men. The biggest of beasts. I mean, we've seen a boar, we've seen a hitman, and they still may not even stand up in comparison to the Beastman. Beautiful knee to the skull.
That might be it. Very easily could knock a man out. 0-0.
And somehow Beastman back up on his feet, and Savage Gentleman, for the first time, maybe realizing what an uphill climb this championship match is going to be.
You see him trying to re-strategize here. Going for maybe a different mechanic.
Already a very different Savage Gentleman who came in so confident, so quick. What is happening?
Trying to mimic Savage Gentleman. Trying to mimic that big knee rocking Beastman now. Tackling him.
In a battle of technique, it's going to be Savage Gentleman for days. The question is whether or not Beastman's going to let this become a battle of technique.
I mean, that's a lot of man that you have to move with that kind of technique. Oh no.
He's the Savage Pancake at this point.
He doesn't skip leg day.
Beastman firmly in control right now.
Only the second man, if you can call him a man, to hold the grand championship.
But now biting him blatantly in front of the referee. Like he's a slab of beef. Like he's the bone.
Beastman had been around the edges of the title scene for a year. Almost a looming threat to all of Voltage. But if there's anyone on the roster who may be able to take Beastman down, it's someone who is absolutely savage.
Savage. Spin kick. Connects, but doesn't bring the big man down.
Savage is connected far more than he's missed, and yet still Beastman on his feet. Good Lord.
Oh, just crushed all that weight coming down with that elbow. Cover 1, 2.
Every pinfall attempt is going to cost Savage Gentleman so much more energy trying to get out than when he tries to pin Beastman. It's just the nature of the amount of mass. 500 pounds on your chest is harder to get up from than 200.
Well, Savage trying to go for the leg there, trying to take down the big man, but taking a lot of damage in the process instead.
We've seen how versatile Savage Gentleman is in this match already. Several game plans being applied when one isn't successful. Gentleman not afraid to change things up until he can find the winning combination. I just don't know that he has the time to figure this out.
In the heart of downtown Hagerstown, experience what makes this heart beat. Be inspired by plays, music, comedy, and so much more in the intimate and grand Act Black Box Studio. Let your child explore their creativity with their classes and junior productions. Unite the community with us through the magic of the arts. Inspire, explore, unite. Authentic community theater. Visit us at www.actforall.org.
Savage Gentleman lacing those legs.
We've seen submissions be very successful this evening. Can Savage Gentleman cause the Beastman to tap?
High arc on that bridge.
Victor Benjamin cranking that neck. Trying to make the Stone Age Savage submit, instead in a bad place.
Repeatedly being driven his back of the head to the mat.
It seemed like a great position, putting the Beastman in that submission move, but it left him very vulnerable. And now Savage Gentleman just shy of unconscious and vulnerable on the mat.
Bringing Savage Gentleman back up to his feet. Oh, meeting him with those uppercuts. Off comes Benjamin.
Savage Gentleman is a hunter. He wants to take down the biggest game in professional wrestling, and there is no bigger game than the Beastman. No greater prize in our region than the Voltage Grand Championship, and now Savage Gentleman sees an opportunity.
Oh, caught with one hand is Savage Gentleman as he tried to make a dive onto Beastman and then chokeslammed on that apron. Might be a little trope to say the hardest part of the ring, but other than the steel barricade itself, it is the hardest part of the ring.
It's one thing to see an opportunity, it's another thing to seize it. And unfortunately, Savage Gentleman unable to at that moment. You don't get a lot of opportunities against Beastman.
Wait a minute, what is he doing to the ref? Not your opponent, man.
He's out of control. He's completely out of control. And if he comes near us, I'm running. I'm sorry, I'm just letting you know.
Fair.
Every commentator for themselves.
I can run faster.
That's true. Very out of shape. Punch that thigh, maybe trying to give a Charlie horse to Beastman.
Enough to just cause a distraction at least. I think Benjamin was actually trying to save the referee there.
The absolute tenacity of Victor Benjamin. Just the indomitable will that the Savage Gentleman has.
Ooh.
Victor knocked loopy.
He's already taken a lot of damage.
This is not a no disqualification match. This is not a no DQ match. I want to make that perfectly clear.
Run, Victor. You got to move.
The championship cannot change hands on a disqualification, but it will end this match. And taking advantage of the distraction is Victor Benjamin.
And an advantage of that chair's positioning by his own recourse.
The referee giving a lot of leniency. We don't want to see a championship match end in disqualification. You two can be a part of the action when you come to Voltage Pro Wrestling.
I don't know what our fan in the front row is trying to do. He's trying to like coax him gently. That's not going to work when those savage kicks aren't working.
Listen, if you're trying to get a Beastman off, you're going to coax gently, or you're going to try and push your luck. I'm a coax gently.
I think Beastman might have just met his match. He tried to go for another wild headbutt and, well, rammed his head against the steel post.
No matter how successful you can be on offense, you can't win outside of the ring. Savage Gentleman just still reeling from all of those concussive blows to the head, unable to successfully springboard. There's a culmination of damage that takes place over a match, Phil.
Benjamin trying to get back on his feet, and he does, running off the ropes. Oh no, gets caught.
The cumulative effect of all of that offense has caught up to Victor Benjamin.
Oh, but able to find his way to the bottom rope.
That's a combination of luck and awareness. It works. Take whatever advantage you can get.
Beastman is up, but so is Savage Gentleman. Meets him.
You can't be serious.
Oh no. Are you really?
The strength attempt.
Power bomb, 1, 2, and no.
Victor Benjamin has tried to find an answer to the problem that is Beastman, and now it's just anger, pure anger. We've seen the gentleman, now it's time for the Savage.
Kicking him off. In comes Benjamin. Knee to the face.
It's a battle of the Savages in our main event. Is the gentleman going to top the Beast?
So close, so close.
Victor Benjamin trying to do some math right now, trying to make some calculations, figure out what is left to be done against Beastman. What is possible, Phil?
All you have to think of is that A plus B equals a 500-pound wild monster. You have to out-monster him. Misses there, but oh no, gets caught. Choke slam.
High risk, no reward, and the Beastman retains.
No winner. Still,
well, Beastman, your winner, still the grand champion. Ref, if you give that belt away, run away after you do.
It was a long journey to the championship for Beastman, for Captain Decapitate and the Crew of Blood. And now that he has his massive hands on it, I have no idea who's going to be able to make Beastman let that belt go.